Hello everyone, this is Craisin and welcome back to ColdCraft Season 3.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Today, we are going to be doing a debate. I'm going to be debating for the one and only MidnightCosmos, who you just saw his giant pit, his perimeter. He's kind of like our big technical player. He's the sweetest, kindest guy, and I thought he would make an absolute great Ice Queen, is what he wants. He wants to be Ice Queen. It makes total sense. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm campaigning for him to be Ice Queen. I built this entire rocket. I designed and built this for his campaign, solely for his campaign. We're putting in the work, all right. And we've got this made by Yjan, one of the members on ColdCraft. He's also on Team Rocket. That's what we're calling ourselves, Team Rocket. Get it? It's a don't copyright strike me, Nintendo, please. Don't. I'm fine. It's Team Rocket spelled with 2 Ks, okay? Team Rocket. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go win a debate.
You're looking snazzy. I like the
People.
boutonniere. That is really.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you like my skin from Amazon?
That's Craisin. That's my.
Wait.
That's literally my campaign
That's
suit.
literally his suit.
What?
There's an Enderman.
There's an Enderman?
Don't look
Yeah.
at him. Don't look at the Enderman. No, look down.
Don't
down. What are you doing here? Put this on.
Oh, okay. This will save me.
Oh, okay. Well.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Good.
This Amazon suit has no protection. It's
No,
made of
it
cheap,
doesn't.
cheap stuff.
Folks, are we ready?
Yeah.
I think we are.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, good day, good night. Welcome to the ColdCraft Season 3 electoral debates for candidacy of the Ice King of ColdCraft. I would like to remind all of our candidates that there may be young ones listening at home. Please keep the language appropriate, lest ye be smited by the gavel of justice. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this evening's questions. Question 1. Members of this server have shown significant interest in more community-based events. What are some ways that you plan to address these player needs? To you, Mr. RippleTKO.
Well, first off, I just want to thank you, Tibbs. You are a very handsome robo-bear, and I really do appreciate the opportunity to discuss my platform with you, all of our cold craftians, crafters, huddlers. I'm not really sure what we're calling ourselves. We have my campaign and my platform has a robust strategy for events throughout the season. With my cabinet that will have Corey, who happens to be in the audience here, we will be... thank you, stand up, applaud, do definitely applaud. Corey's an amazing builder here. We will be having a robust event schedule throughout the year, just so that we have a really good season. We want to make sure that there's lots of things going on. So one of those things will be, of course, the first action that I'm going to be taking as your Ice King will be to create 3 Elytra courses, forming an Elytra Circuit series that we will be able to enjoy for, like, say, the first quarter. As well, I will be organizing a separate special third lifestyle series of sessions with any cold crafters that are interested in participating. That and many more
that's
things.
time. Thank you, Mr. RippleTKO. The question now goes to you, Mr. Oddpolar, standing in the stead of the electoral candidate Mayo Monster.
I want to build the metaphorical wall, blocking out all the bad, so that we may come together as a community.
Your time is going.
Oh, that's alright. That's all you had written down.
Thank you.
Mayo!
Craisin Lord now stepping in, speaking on behalf of the electoral leader Cosmos.
I just want to preface this by saying I am just the secretary. Unfortunately, his running mate and himself could not show up. But we're here. We're fine. We still got Team Rocket's representing. So what Cosmos will do once he is Ice Queen is he will have like a community storage center in the town hall with tons of free resources.
Question number 2. We'll start this off with Oddpolar representing Mayo Monster.
Of course.
How will you address the current issues with the ColdCraft server economy?
I will funnel all money into my own bank account, as who needs to be rich when they have a strong, rich leader? Mayo.
Okay, over to you, RippleTKO.
I would say that the current ColdCraft economy is one that is fine, but it can be more robust. And one of the things that we're going to do to ensure that every single one of our ColdCraft community members is able to grow their respective shops and stores is to have a zero tax policy. There will be no tax taken from any of the members of ColdCraft.
Thank you.
Suck up.
What?
Excuse me. You
that-
will
Do I get
speak
30
within the
seconds to
allocated time.
Mr. Moderator, this is absurd.
This will not be tolerated. This will not be tolerated.
I didn't see a gun in the audience, but man, do I wish I did.
Wow. Mr. Craisin Lord, the question now goes on to you. How will you address the current issues with the ColdCraft economy?
First of all, Mr. Tibbs, may I say, did you do makeup today? You look a different shade of brown, I must say. I really like it.
Well, thank you. My crew
Yeah.
has worked diligently to ensure that I was well dressed and well prepared for this day.
For the economy, what Cosmos will do, he will also have a no tax policy, but there may be an optional funded event. So if we do like competition events or things like that involve the community, we may ask for diamond pooling just to make a reward, but that would all be optional if that were to happen.
No, that totally makes sense. So no tax, but occasionally tax. Right, I got it. Yeah.
Well, it's optional. Don't worry. Don't
I
worry,
like
guys.
slander.
It's optional.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to our next question. We're going to start this question off addressed to you, Mr. Craisin Lord. This season, the ColdCraft citizens have opted to build in a more condensed fashion. This has led to many debates with neighbors over their use of glazed terracotta. What is your stance on the use of glazed terracotta, and why do you hate glazed magenta blocks?
So, first of all, I have a lot of opinions on glazed terracotta. Let me say, it is
I'll
amazing.
remind you, you
I
have
love
60
it.
seconds.
I love glazed terracotta. Every block is beautiful in this game, except for magenta glazed terracotta. The arrow is just awful. If you use it, I will go and just break it. It is not allowed. I mean, I would have to talk with Cosmos about that, maybe, possibly. But yeah, every glazed terracotta block is beautiful, except for magenta. It's awful. Never use it.
That sounds like you like all but one color, and you're choosing to discriminate against said magenta terracotta
Whoa.
based on the
Whoa
color
there.
of its skin.
Whoa there.
Wow.
Color of its texture.
Yeah.
I forward the question over to you, Mr. RippleTKO.
And I am happy to respond for sure. By the way, the red in your eyes, have you like brightened your LED? I don't know. Is that just me?
I polished my glass lens.
Well, it's fantastic.
Thank you. Questions over to you. That was 10 seconds of your time.
Oh no, and that's fair. Much like my esteemed colleague over here, I personally do dislike magenta glazed terracotta. I feel, though, that everybody has a right to build within certain boundaries. Now, I feel that the community should be able to vote on the fact if someone is building something that's a complete eyesore and is impacting the general aesthetic of the area. I believe that the community should be able to vote via council to discuss whether or not certain things, especially if they involve magenta, glazed terracotta, should be involved. So that's my personal view. I would never autocratically or authoritarianly like destroy anything. I'd want to make sure that it was consented upon all individuals.
Consent is
even the one who built
Thank
it?
you.
Consent is sexy. What?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oddpolar? Oddpolar.
Do I get to respond to that question? Okay, no, it's fine.
Yeah. You want the money? All right. So
Wait, what?
the texture of Sid magenta terracotta is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh, come on. This is out of hand.
No.
This is
Order.
just-
Order.
No.
Order.
Yes. Thank you.
You have
It
60
is
seconds to
beautiful-
respond.
It is beautiful circumstantially. Now listen. If you need to point someone in the right direction, say they're straying from the Mayo dictatorship, then you need to point them back in that direction with a annoying, disgusting, malicious block. And this block is perfect for that circumstance. Yes. So beautiful.
Thank you for your response. We're now going to enter into a stage of the questions where we'll be asking targeted questions to the members of our candidacy today. First question here will go over to RippleTKO. You hired a campaign manager whom you specifically state does not have views that reflect your own. How can the people of this server trust in your decision-making skills when the first and arguably most important member of your council is off engaging in shenanigans that you yourself don't approve of?
Right. Well, I really do appreciate the question. I think that when you take a look at the ColdCraft community, there are a variety of different people who live and breathe and do different things. And we should embrace the fact that we all have our own individuality. Now, do I necessarily agree with everything that Polar does? No. Do I think maybe he shouldn't be wearing that relish skin and he should just be supporting me instead of being a campaign manager for my opponent and me? Definitely not. But Polar is a talented individual in his own right. He brings certain qualities to the table, and I think that as a ruler, you have to appreciate every individual for the strengths that they bring to the table, and you have to help lift them up despite whatever weaknesses they may face. Now, if that means that, I'm protecting someone that is, maybe doing something questionable, I just want them to know that I am in their corner and I have their back, just like every single citizen of ColdCraft.
All right then, next question. On to the representative of Cosmos. Team Rocket has made multiple statements claiming that they can take the server to the moon. How will we get there? And with your no tax policy, how will you come across the resources to get us there?
Alright, so first of all, may I say, Mr. Tibbs, that hammer is looking extra shiny. Did you polish it this morning?
I definitely polished my hammer this morning.
Nice, It looks beautiful. Alright, so we do have an
good practice.
optional
I also
policy.
cleaned up my gavel.
Oh, nice. So, we have an optional policy where we may pull some funding to get to Rocket to go to the moon. But it will happen, you can trust
Occasional
us.
taxes, yeah.
Cosmos is a absolute genius. He will make a rocket and get us to the moon, even if it's not in the game's code. It will just happen. Because Cosmos is that good at Redstone. It will happen. You can have total faith in Cosmos, unquestionably. Don't worry about it. We will go to the moon. Yep. There you go.
Responses?
Yeah, I just have even more questions after that response. After that answer, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
May I just say, he says that Cosmos is this genius, but where's the evidence to prove it?
I think the evidence is
How
right
do
in
we
his
know
smelter.
he can elevate us? How do we know that he can elevate us to that level?
The evidence being in his smelter, was that a euphemism or is that the actual evidence?
Nice.
Ah!
I see what you did there.
All of the above.
Oh great! Well,
his
you're up against a
smelters
minor.
is absolutely genius. It loads this full shulker in there, perfectly timed, zero
Doesn't it
flaws.
fail sometimes?
I've definitely never broken it.
It is
more
it
than
has failed
twice.
multiple times.
I've not broken it more than twice. You have no need to worry. It's completely fine. And his World Eater worked first try.
What's happened?
Oh no! No! Oh no, it's gonna keep going. What should I do to break it? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You can watch my video, you can find that out. Yeah, no, we have total faith
Definitely
in
did, but
Cosmos.
Oddpolar. Our question, obviously, to Mayo is with his lack of attendance. How do you actually expect Mayo to be able to employ certain things needed to maintain rule and order over the server if he's never here?
Do you know what mayo is? Mayo as a substance, it's flexible. Now listen, if he would to become
A condiment?
the king, yeah, he already is a condiment. But if he would become the king, then he would be the condiment king. Now doesn't that have a ring to it? So that would influence him to be on more to make sure that the taxes are being paid, that all dictatorship is in rule, that his statues are being built. He would definitely be here. No.
I wish his parents used a condiment. Sorry.
Sounds to me like Mayo's stance is, if you vote for me, I'll play more. Otherwise, it sounds like he's holding his position hostage.
No. Listen. He's very flexible. The male substance is very flexible. I would bring
Can he
out
touch his toes?
Yes, I will bring out vulnerabilities. Mayo is emulsified egg, oils, acid, squished together in a beautiful jar. Now listen, that's his
I feel like I dropped acid listening to this.
I will. I will.
So moving on to our next segment. In order to keep this conversation rolling, we have some questions asked by members of the server and members in the audience today. First question comes to us from Ted the Mason Villager from the indentured slave pit northwest of Spawn. And he writes, Villager slavery is at an all-time high on the ColdCraft server, and while its citizens benefit greatly from the fruits of their labor, we continue to live in tiny isolated cells with nothing but a workstation. What is your stance on ending this age of slavery and ensuring that the true working class gets recompense for the endured years of mistreatment and inhumane living conditions? Question goes to you, Mr. Ripple.
Thank you so much for the question. I feel that the villager population is an important one. It's one that has long been overlooked, and I definitely do, as a future, hopefully your future Ice King here at ColdCraft, I do want to promote the best working conditions and environments for villagers.
Excellent.
That was my answer.
Okay, alright, great. Mr. Polar, question goes to you.
Yes. I believe that the villager slavery is one of beautifulness. Now listen, those villagers are privileged to be able to work for me. How dare they speak up about this? This is not in their position. They were coded to be used, and that's how I will.
Craisin Lord, your response, please.
I would agree with Ripple in that the villager community is important. I think we can do better on giving them more space and better conditions, but their work is definitely necessary for what we do here on ColdCraft. We need those beautiful glazed terracotta blocks, as I was talking about again. So I mean, they trade those. We got to keep those. I mean, simple as that.
Okay.
Even
Portal
the magenta
Master.
ones? Oh, sorry.
except
No?
the magenta ones.
Okay, I think we can all agree on that. But please.
So what would you do with the villagers that have magenta blocks? Treat them like second-class citizens
No.
based on the color of their blocks?
They can still give out quartz blocks.
No,
so
no,
I mean,
Oh, so the white
Oh, yeah, we
blocks
just
are
don't
okay.
buy
Oh. You
No,
guys are
they're-
terrible.
there,
I
every
appreciate the magenta.
Thank you, Polar.
Yes, of course. Sorry.
Portal Master from the roofless castle in the northeast slums of Spawn writes, what's your position on taxation, and what plans do you have, if any, to improve the shopping district?
Can I start this time?
Question goes to Craisin.
Oh, you
All right.
kidding me?
So, like I said before, optional taxation policies only for events, completely optional, just for prize pools.
How will you get people to pay taxes if you're claiming they'll be optional? That doesn't sound like a solid campaign platform to live on.
We'll work out how that works down the line. You know, maybe some changes to policy later.
Sure.
No required
All right.
taxes guaranteed. No worries.
So your campaign is unstable.
there's a lot of people who have different things that they're focused on, and then there will be people who have certain skills that are better at bridges, or better at, say, making nether tunnels or nether highways, that sort of thing. And we will enlist their individual skills in order to make that happen.
Is that
With
taxation
zero
through
taxes.
labor? Taxation through labor? Is that the policy?
No. If anything, I want to engage people with projects that they're interested in. It's not going to be mandatory at all. I will simply see who likes to do what and let them participate in making ColdCraft beautiful.
If you ain't taxing, you lacking. Okay? Now listen.
Okay.
I know what works, and taxation, my favorite psychology. You know. Anyways,
Your
philosophy.
favorite psychology?
Philosophy. Philosophy.
What?
Anyways,
Okay.
I'm dyslexic. You can't bully me. My favorite philosophy is taxation. Now listen, Aristotle once said, tax that man, he sucks. Anyways, don't quote me on that. Thank
Sounds
you.
like Oddpolar, maybe a little bipolar today. Moving on.
Whoa.
Truffball from the Central Lake Flotilla asks, what type of law enforcement agencies will be deployed under your rule? And will they have jurisdiction to police the city? Question goes to you, Polar.
As your dictator, I will have routine officers that my rule is kept in check and that there are no traitors in my beautiful.
I'm sorry, can you say that word again?
Traitors.
Okay, that's what you said. Okay, good.
Yes. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that you may be one, and my sword is getting restless.
What?
Thank you.
Please, no threats. We want to keep
One
this
last-
a civil
yeah.
engagement.
One
Mr.
last thing I
Craisin
must
Lord,
say. Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Your tie is quite spiffy.
Indeed it is. It was picked out by my late wife, who decided not to follow me on my path to becoming Cyber Bear. So she dug this out of the trash while she was still alive, and I wanted to honor her memory by wearing it today. Mr. Craisin Lord, your response to the question.
First, may I say, that's a beautiful story. And that rose on your suit, ooh, beautiful. Love that rose. Best rose I've ever seen.
I'll just correctly identify it as boutonniere, but yeah, go ahead.
It looks like a rose to me. Wait, what was the question again? Police force. Yes. Okay, police force. You see, I ran the police force last season. I have a lot of experience with that. We'll just say that.
Would you be our new head of security?
If that is needed. That is something that we, Cosmos, Cat, and I can work out the details for in the future. We do not have a police force planned. ColdCraft Police Department may come back. Who knows? Whatever happens, you know. It's not in the plans, but can't rule it out.
Mr. RippleTKO, the question's over to you.
And thank you for the question. Unlike my other candidates who are endlessly flattering you, although you do look very handsome today, I do have to admit, I feel that a community that is a happy community is a self-governing community. Now, as far as a police force is concerned, I think that it's important to have a strong detective heading up investigations.
And for today's final question, we have from an anonymous citizen of the southern desert wastelands. He's asking, are pants optional? And if not, where can I get some? Question goes to you, Polar.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Pants? Who's making those noises? Oh God.
Is that the goat?
I think Pixel fell asleep, guys. Pixel? Could someone go nudge him? Yeah, I think he's sleeping. Yeah.
Wake up.
Oh!
It is
Sorry,
my turn
buddy.
to
Sorry,
speak.
buddy. I think you fell asleep.
You should not have such disrespect.
No, don't worry. I get it. I get it.
The question was pants optional, right?
Pants optional?
Anytime you're near this goat, pants are obviously optional. Now
Wow.
listen.
Wow.
Now
Whoa.
listen.
Out of bounds.
And you know, if you do not wish to live the pantsless life, then I know this man named he sells the greatest pants ever.
Is this a paid promotion?
Yeah,
That sounds
feel
like a
this is
paid
the
promotion.
question.
As Nurse is my Daddy de Azúcar.
Question goes over to you, Mr. Craisin Lord.
So, with the thing with pants, you do whatever you want. If you don't want to wear pants, go for it. That's what
I'm gonna
Cosmos
die.
Cat and I say. Now that he's gone.
I'm so far away. I literally can't get back.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
no.
I'm in the fight pit or whatever.
Oh, God.
I don't think I can get back
Do
from
you
there.
need me to deliver your Elytra? Anyway, now that Mayo's candidate representative is gone, we can talk about...
Mayo's candidate will be replaced by the goat, who I feel might give some more appropriate answers to the questions.
You know, I don't blame the goat for jumping up there after what Polar was doing. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, you'll be safe, boy or girl or whatever.
Oh no, he just likes
His
it
name's
in the
Jeff.
higher position.
Oh,
I suppose
don't
it
worry,
is.
Jeff. You'll be fine.
Jeff is a bad
Thanks,
boy.
Lathos.
Alright, I'm gonna go deliver Polar his stuff. I'll be right
I'm here,
back.
I'm here, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
Well, that officially ends our questionnaire for this evening. In order to keep the rest, the remaining
wait.
audience awake.
Pants are optional.
Oh, thank you.
Pants
Thank you.
are optional.
I feel like I already knew your position on this, but yes, thank you for giving me your input on the matter.
Oh, thanks. I really needed to share that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending tonight's debates. May the information you receive tonight inform your decisions
Does
in
anyone have
a
my sword?
positive way. And with that, this bears out. Good night, everyone.